All right, court is calling 2024 CR 067462W, State of Texas versus Jennifer Wilbur. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Christopher Ramos for the defense.
And are you Ms. Wilbur?
Yes.
Did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the information with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, it is.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the information?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the information as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Did you understand by information you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes.
Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine to be probated. State is recommending deferred adjudication. This is to run concurrent with 716927. They will take in consideration 723334. There's to be restitution of $5,139.17 and cause number 72334 to Teresa Shields. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense is at the plea.
Yes, ma'am.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged in the information, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. Right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, ma'am. I can offer that my client earlier this year, she participated in the Pay It Forward program at the Hope Residential Center. She began that program in February 2024. She was released from that program and completed it in the spring. That's when I met her. Around that time, I received information from Lifetime Recovery Counselor, Ms. Kelly. She provided information to me and she described Ms. Wilbur as having a better understanding of what substance abuse is and how it's disrupted her life. Ms. Weber is currently also participating in receiving services with the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness. She's been associated with that program since April 24th, 2024, and her recovery coach writes that Ms. Jennifer is doing very well on this program. So it does seem that as early as earlier this year, she's been doing very well, doing her best to get her hands around the substance abuse issue. And we anticipate good things from Ms. Weber as she continues on this deferred.
Okay. So, do you have any family support in San Antonio?
I do. My dad's here with me and I have my daughter, my sister, my brother.
Okay. And do you stay with them or are you staying at Lifetime?
No, I'm staying in a sober living dorm.
Okay. And are you employed?
I am.
And what do you do?
I work at the front desk for a hotel downtown.
Okay.
And that's a brand new job for her. She just got it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's all. Jobs can be stressful because when you're at the hotel, sometimes people are upset that the room is not ready on time and all of that.
Yes.
But I'm sure you will handle it well. All right. Do you have any children?
I do. I have one. She's going into college in the fall.
Oh, awesome. All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to $1,000 fine. That will be probated. 4 years deferred adjudication. If you complete everything early, the court will consider releasing you early. This will run concurrent with cause number 716-927. Taking consideration 723-334. There's to be restitution to Teresa Darlene Shields, Shields, of $5,139.17. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. She's to continue living in the sober living house. We'll do a TAP evaluation out of custody. Probation, if TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment. Are you doing any sober meetings?
Yes, I do 5 weeks.
Oh, that's good. All right. So here's the thing about sober meetings. I always require sometimes, not always, but sometimes I think I see people and I'm like, you need to do sober meetings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place you at 4 sober meetings a week. If you want to do 5, you can do 5. The fact that you do more than the sober meetings that I'm requiring of you is not going to be a detriment to you, because your goal in this probation should be finding out what you need to do to maintain your sobriety. And if taking 5 a week means you maintain your sobriety, it's not going to hold you back from early termination, okay? So there's going to be 4 sober meetings weekly. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, there'll be 1 field visit just to find out which sober living place she is. And then thereafter at probation's discretion, 120 hours of community service restitution. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Just give me 1 second. In this courtroom, communication is key to be successful. If you ever think that you're going to use, pick up the phone, call your probation officer and say, I'm thinking about using. And then that way probation can get you some help. If you call and there's no answer and they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court and address it with me here Monday through Friday, okay? All right, good luck to you. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're
May
welcome.
we be excused?
Yes,
Thank
well, once probation goes over,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. All right, who's here on Anita Herrera?
President, Your Honor.
All right, so
Yes.
competency restored. So what is the update?
Judge, there was an offer on the table. We were close to resolving the case. However, we have come to an impasse, so we're going to reset this for whatever date the court wishes.
All right, so you understand, Ms. Herrera, that today was supposed to be for disposition. That's what the court was told. So my understanding is you want a jury trial?
I just want something less than 12.
Okay, so let me explain something to you. All right, so this is what ends up happening. The state will make their offer. And I'm telling you this from my experience as a defense attorney and as a prosecutor. And then they'll give it to your defense attorney. And your defense attorney will either say you agree to it or you don't agree to it after conferring with you. Sometimes the state will make an offer and they say that's their offer. Sometimes they'll do what's called a cap, in which case if they do a cap, then what that means is that I will get to decide, 1, whether to grant an application for probation if that's applied for, or if, let's say, for example, somebody's charged with evading arrest in a vehicle. All right, normally that's a 3rd-degree felony. So the range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison. And let's say hypothetically, the state is saying, well, we want 8 years prison. Or either we want a cap of 8 years. So if they were to offer somebody a cap of 8 years on an evading arrest, and I'm using that as an example because that's not your charge, then what that would mean is the court could probably either give somebody probation or either they could sentence them to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 8 years. Do you understand? So sometimes the state will offer what they think a case is worth, and that's what they're offering. And then people have a choice to make. They can either make a counter offer with the state, or either they can go to jury trial. And if you go to jury trial, then you'll have a decision to make as far as, and your attorney, he's experienced, he will tell you this. Either if you're found guilty, the jury will assess punishment, or either the court will assess punishment. But if there is a jury trial and a person were to be found guilty, the state can ask the jury for whatever they want to ask of them. It may be more than what they're offering now. It may be less than what they're offering now, or they may say, jury, it's completely up to you. So you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's where we are. So do you want a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your plea deadline has expired. So there's no plea bargain agreements after this day. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And there are 3 robberies. Are these all on the same date and it's just been in? They're all separate dates. Okay. So, and the range of punishment on each of these is up to 20 years. And the enhancement puts it at 1st degree.
That's correct.
All right, 5 to 99. Okay. If the enhancement is proven.
That is correct.
All right.
Judge, it looks like August 6th will be a date.
All right. So I know y'all are saying August 6th, but she's had a competency. And if there's a chance, there may be some decompensation.
There's another big trial coming up in July. But that's
Okay.
July 23rd.
All right. Let me see. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to recall this. Mr. DeLeon.
Okay.
Are you here
Here tomorrow.
you're here tomorrow? And I'm not doing this for a jury trial. I looked through the file and I see there's no plea deadline date. It's just that you all told me today there was going to be
Well, it's supposed to be
disposition.
a plea, Judge.
Yeah.
I won't be here June 18th, Judge, but otherwise, the rest of the week is fine.
All right, you want to do June 17th or no?
Yeah, that's fine, Judge, June 17th.
All right, so we're going to bring you back on June 17th because I always give everybody a plea deadline date. You were just set for a disposition today because everybody told me it was going to be worked out today. So your plea deadline date is going to be on June 17th. And after that date, the court is not going to accept any plea bargain agreements. And after that date, you'll get a jury trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, ma'am.
All right. Do you need to continue to speak with your attorney or no?
No, ma'am.
All right. Well, we'll see you back on the 17th. Okay.
Thank you. I'll see
Thank you.
Okay.
And then, Michael, if you all can't come with an agreement on that date, then if you'll confer with the state and I'll try to put a jury trial date that is best for both parties.
So Judge, we, to give the court an update, we have a plea offer on the table. We're not going to be able to come to an agreement today. We will set it for whatever the court wants to set it for.
All right. How long do y'all expect this jury trial to last?
Judge, I believe there's 3 separate instances, so it'd be separate cases.
Okay.
And I can't remember off the top of my head, but I mean, I'd imagine 3 days, Your Honor.
That's about right, Judge.
Ms. Ferguson, can I have a jury trial date on Anita Herrera?
Yes, ma'am. I can do the same day, Judge, August 6th.
All right, so we'll bring you back on August 6th. You'll be brought over dressed in whatever clothing you're arrested in. If you wish to be attired in something different, you have to do a clothing exchange. Counselor, if there's an issue with either of your clients in regards to clothing exchange, just let the court know.
Okay, Judge.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Jason Gearhead, Your Honor.
for the defense?
Michael DeLeon for Ms. Herrera.
And are you Ms. Herrera?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, have you received all of the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you review it with your client?
I did.
In each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Herrera, in each of the cause numbers, did you review what's entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand it? Counsel, in each of the cause number, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do waive rate reading.
All right, stating cause number ending in 8-9, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we'll waive it, Peter. Your,
Any objection?
no objection.
And in the cause number ending in 8-8, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're waiving the enhancement paragraph also.
No objection.
Ms. Herrera, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? All right. Did you understand in the cause number ending in 8-9, you're charged with the offense of robbery and also with the offense of robbery in the cause number ending in 8-8? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
You believe she's competent, yes.
All right, and the court will note for the record that the defendant's competency was restored on June 3rd, 2024. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. There are no applications. The cause numbers were run concurrently, and the state is taken in consideration 2022 CR 11787. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Then in the cause number ending in 8-8, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And in the cause number ending in 8-9, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor, in each of the cases, state exhibit number 1 with all its attachments.
We reviewed that, Your Honor. We have no objection.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments in each cause number, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We just ask that the court go with the plea agreement.
All right, in the cause number ending in 8-9, the court will follow your agreement. Court will sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This is to run concurrent with 2022 CR 11788. Take in consideration 2022 CR 11787. And the cause number ending in 8-8. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2022 CR 11789 and 2022 CR 11787. And based upon her previous incompetency, I'll request that they place you in the mental health unit. Whether they do that or not, it's completely within their power. I have no jurisdiction to force them to do that, but they'll at least see in the judgment that there are mental health issues.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we can go off the record. I can definitely tell you, you're not going to be allowed to possess tasers. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I understand that you have mental health issues, but that doesn't excuse or negate what you're doing. You understand? From here on out, if you pick up another felony case, your minimum is going to be 25 years. Do you understand? Do you have someone who, a support system once you're released?
Yes, my daughter and my son.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 7267, State of Texas versus Jacob Roland Bruno. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris-Edelman.
Defense?
Roberto Ambrosino.
And are you Mr. Bruno? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney, and did you understand it? All right. And counsel, you were recently appointed, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you waiving your notice?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Bruno, are you waiving the notice and you wish to proceed with this hearing? All right, are you the same Jacob Roland Bruno who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 7267 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on August 31st, 2023 for a period of 6 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violated condition number 4.
All right, the state is alleging that in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Jacob Roland Bruno did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of April 2024 in violation of condition number 4. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right. State, any other allegations to proceed on?
Waive the remaining allegations, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, to revoke supervision and assess punishment at 2 years of confinement in the penitentiary.
Is that the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
And Mr. Bruno, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes,
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Court will find you guilty. The court will revoke, assess your sentence at 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. All right, is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And as a part of your sentence, I'll suggest the therapeutic community and mental health unit, because I did see that the court had ordered mental health. So the therapeutic community and mental health unit doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but they may be able to address any issues that you have. So when you're released from prison, you'll be successful. You understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Court is calling 2022 CR 11792, State of Texas versus Nelda Rios. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Anita Herrera,
Defense?
Albert Chidas for Ms. Rios?
Are you Ms. Rios? All right. Are there any applications in this case?
No, they're not.
All right, Ms. Rios, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you understand by indictment, you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. It's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Ms. Rios, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right, according to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 14 months in the state jail facility. There are no applications. The state will take in consideration JN number 6785865. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. And the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just that she does have approximately 329 days for county jail credit. We would just ask to have credit for that.
All right, so, and I'm sorry, Ms. Rios, you entered a no contest plea, correct? Okay, I'm sorry, you were whispering, it was hard for me to hear. So, do you have a place to live when you're released?
I'm homeless.
Huh?
I'm homeless.
All right, so what are your plans? I mean, there are places that you can stay. There are sober living places, because obviously you have drug issues. So have you looked into that?
Oh, just like God take me.
All right, so here's the thing. I understand when people say they're gonna let God take them where he wants to take them, but God gives you senses, right? And so you got to do your part. There's a story that people always tell where somebody was drowning. And somebody came by in a boat saying, hey, let us help you. You remember this story?
Yeah.
And the person's like, oh no, I prayed, God gonna come save me. Then helicopter. Oh no, don't need any help because God is gonna save me. Person ends up drowning. And it's like, God, why didn't you save me? And it's like, I sent you the boat, I sent you the helicopter, I sent all these people to help you, and you didn't want it. So you're gonna have to do your part too. And there are places where you can go for free. When you're released from custody, if you can't find those places, you can come back here. If I'm still here, I'll tell you the different places you can go. They even have a community court that can help you with housing. But this location where that person told you to leave and not come back, you can't go back there. You understand? All right, the court, as previously stated, is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 14 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, taking in consideration JN 6785865. And there is to be no contact with the Ariba, ARRIBANEN, Blanco, BLANCO apartments at 5200 Blanco Road, San Antonio, Texas 78216. And I request the therapeutic community will not increase the time that you are in custody, but hopefully they can help you maintain your sobriety when you're released. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.